Everyone thinks that overspending is just about money, but it's not. It's about chemistry. Yes, the chemistry you learned back in high school where your brain literally rewards you for making bad financial decisions. And that's why no budgeting apps can fix what dopamine keeps breaking. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your brain tricks you into overspending and how you can fix it before it ruins your financial goals. I've watched people with six-figure salaries still live paycheck to paycheck, not because they're reckless, but because they've let emotions spend their money. And honestly, I've been there too. When I first started in banking, I used to have a lot of those treat yourself moments. And at those times, I felt like I've earned it. But over time, those moments start to add up. It took me years of studying behavioral finance and human psychology to realize that spending money is not logical, it's emotional. And once you understand that, your entire relationship with money will change. But first, let's understand the psychology of spending. Your brain doesn't see money as dollars. It either sees it as pain or pleasure. When you buy something new, your brain releases what's called dopamine. And that's the chemical that's tied to excitement, risk, or reward. Or that's why when you add stuff to your wish list to buy later, it feels even better. Because it feels like you're ready to spend that money at a later time. But the problem is your brain gets addicted to that feeling. It learns that every swipe, every checkout, every add to the bag gets a little pleasure. And once you start to crave that dopamine loop, saving money feels like absolute punishment. Common brain traps that sabotage your financial goals. Now let's break down what your brain sets for your wallet. Starting off with number one, impulse buying. You're not buying the item. You're buying the feeling of control, excitement, or even comfort. And that's why stress shopping is so common nowadays. Number two, instant gratification bias. You'll easily take a $100 reward today over a $300 reward next month because your brain craves instant gratification. Number three, social comparison. This is what a lot of us struggle with when we're on social media. When you see your favorite influencer flexing on Instagram, it naturally triggers your survival instinct. Your brain thinks you're falling behind and it forces you to want to go shopping just to catch up. And number four, cognitive dissonance. It's when you know you're about to make a bad decision, but you negotiate with yourself saying that, oh, I worked so hard, I deserve this. And while you might deserve that because you work hard, you just can't say that every single week and justify it to yourself. But those are psychological loops, not failures. But once you see them and understand them, you can break them. And look, if your brain is whispering just one more video, that's fine too, because at least this one is good for your wallet. And when you stick around with Money Talks Media, you'll start thinking about money very differently too. Not as something that you can escape with, but something that can help you take control of your own money. Because once you understand your habits, you'll stop being the customer that everyone is targeting, but instead, you'll be the investor that takes full control over your finances. But as always, appreciate your continued support. Let's go ahead and jump right back in. How emotions influence spending. Most overspending doesn't just happen because of a lack of discipline. It happens purely off of emotions. People spend when they're bored, stressed, lonely, or even happy. That's why the top marketers design ads that trigger emotion first and then logic second. You've seen it on every single company website, the "you deserve this" narrative, or the limited time offer with the countdown timers. And when I see that, sometimes I think to myself, come on now. Or my favorite is the smiling lifestyle shots on companies' websites, because the hidden psychology behind this is on purpose by the top brands and marketers. And they're not selling a product, they're selling a feeling. That's why it's so important to understand this. And if you are unaware, you are going to start paying emotionally over and over again. The role of habits in financial behavior. Every financial breakthrough starts with the small, boring habits. Think of it as brushing your teeth. It's not exciting, but it prevents you from getting ghosted from your first date with your crush. It's definitely not fun, but it's necessary. Your daily money habits either protect or corrode your financial foundation. The small habits you can start today is checking your accounts weekly, tracking your expenses, and then automating your transfers. Those are the habits that rewire your brain for discipline. Because as you know, wealth is not built in one big decision. It's built from thousands of small, but smart, repeated ones. Strategies to outsmart your brain. Here's how to flip the script. Number one, use automation to remove temptation. Pay yourself first so that your spending money is what's left, not what's first. Number 2, apply the 24-hour rule. If you want to buy something a day later, it's probably a need, not a dopamine hit. Number 3, track your spending. Awareness kills impulse. And number 4, reframe rewards. Find pleasure in progress, not purchases. Treat growth itself as a new dopamine rush. Applying behavioral financial principles. Behavioral finance teaches us to make our money emotional in the right way. And this just means assigning meaning to your goals. Don't just save for later. Actually assign milestones to it. Save for peace, freedom, and options. Use mental accounting. Separate your fun money from your growth money. This separation doesn't confuse your brain. And when you do spend, make it intentional and enjoy it. Because you can still enjoy life without sabotaging it. Here's the truth. You can't eliminate emotion from money, but you can control it. So sit down, identify your triggers, and ask yourself, what emotions makes me spend money more? Is it the stress of my life, the boredom, the pressure, or does it come from comparison? Once you label it, you can start controlling it versus it controlling you, and build financial systems that work even on your worst days. And examples of these could be automation or accountability partners. Financial success isn't about being perfect. It's about being aware and consistent. If saving feels hard, it means that your brain is not wired yet for long-term rewards. But once you start practicing these habits, it'll feel more and more natural over time. Your brain was originally trained to consume. Now it's time to rewire it for long-term wealth. But as always, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.